Hi, everybody. If anybody's on, we'll see in just a minute. I'll see y'all pop up. Hi, I see you coming in. I appreciate you being here. Who is that? I see y'all coming. There's two. We're here to celebrate our big victory. You can comment, those are open. Hello, Nicole. Hello, beautiful. Thank you for coming to help celebrate this moment. It's been it's been a fun journey, and I don't even know what to say. You guys are the reason I'm here. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being part of it. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have anybody to talk to, right? So I appreciate you very much. I need to put on my cheaters. I was trying to look cute, but I can't read the small print. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be cute with glasses on. Hi, everybody. Hi, is it Gooby and Teresa and Chosen and Blessed? Everybody's jumping in. Loretta, some of you I can't pronounce the Gimzibor. Sorry, Jack's barking because the neighbor dog is barking. Hi, everybody's pouring in. Celebration time. We made it to 100,000, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. So, woohoo! I even have, I'm going to, there's Jack. Jack came in here because I'm woohooing. Jack, come say hello. There's Jack. Oh, he's a little too low to the ground. There you go. Look, hello, everybody. There's Jack. You hear that big dog bark when he decides he wants to be heard. And I am so happy to be here. We will have a little. I was gonna do champagne, but I don't really care for champagne, so I'm going for some white wine. So get your libations, even if it's just your coffee or your apple juice or your water. I love you guys. I'm trying to pay attention to the comments. So I love you. Thank you so much. Seriously, I couldn't do this without you guys. So I'm very, very, very happy that everybody was able to be with me through this time. We've been doing this for many years, and I just want to thank you all so much. And I just want to give you this moment to kind of communicate with me and celebrate with me. This is a big victory. Not everybody makes it to this mark. So I'm very happy to be able to say that my tribe and I are solid and going through whatever we have to go through to get through this life that's kind of changed up on us. And I think it couldn't have been more timely that we all started to band together like this, because it truly has given me a purpose. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know where I would be if I didn't have this to do. So it has been a blessing for me. Thank you. I received that love, Gooby. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. The comments are rolling pretty fast, so I'll try to pick out people. Okay, somebody said I haven't made it there yet, and I don't know where there is. Don't worry, there's more coming. We have lots of things this year on the burner. Hopefully, they'll open up the travel and I'll be able to go around and do a lot of things all over the world. First, I'll start probably with US destinations because that'll be open far sooner than all of the places that are abroad that I plan on traveling. But I do plan on doing that. So, we'll be having. Oh, thank you, Margaret. Many, many blessings and love to you. Thank you. Thank you, Priscilla. I love all the hearts. You know I'm a heart person. I have this beautiful obsidian rainbow heart. I don't know if y'all can see that. I got that off my channel, off my channel, off my website in my store. I want to show these two beauties. I have to show them because they're cool. This is celestite, and it's a celestite egg. And you can tell it was in sandstone and they've carved it to make it egg shaped, just because that's the egg of knowledge, right? And I got a littler one, so I don't have to move it around so much. I got a little baby one. So these are also on my channel, but I'm just excited on my I keep saying my channel. I'm so excited I can't even see. So I have uh just so much in store coming. You know, I can't even imagine um not having you guys and your support and your energy. And I know that you all comment and stuff, and I want you to know I try to watch. um oh, somebody wants to know. Yes, that is on my site, Jan. I bought that one off my site. And if I don't have it already uploaded, just give me an email and I'll 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 go look for it. I have to do it after the video anyway, but you know what I mean. Sometimes I'm buying stuff to check it out before I actually post it on the store. So just know that I'm always trying to get things. I got a aquamarine, and for some reason, if anybody knows this answer, please tell me. It was treated. It was treated and coated with like an epoxy or something. And I don't know why they do that, other than maybe that stone is more fragile than I'm aware of. I'm going to research it, but if anybody knows off the top of their head, send me an email at royalmystictarot.com, and I'll be happy to know that information if you know it. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the beautiful love. I love all of you guys. Jinpei, Priscilla, Miss Binks. Miss Binks, I love your name. I love your name, and I talk to you all the time on online, so I appreciate you. Dawn, thank you as well. So I keep freezing in the middle of, so I hope I'm not freezing up on the screen for y'all, looking all retired. So y'all know I'm just a goofy person at heart, and I'm always trying to be joyful and happy. And I appreciate you all. But genuinely from the bottom of my heart. And I love you all. So let's see, we've got 61 people on. If you have your water, your wine, your champagne, your mix of choice, whatever your libation of choice is, I'm fixing to bust mine out and we'll do a toast here. Fabulous toast. If I can get the I actually pre-opened it because I knew I didn't want to be trying to do this at the same time. So, can everybody hear me well enough? Am I loud enough? I can't tell. I have this microphone I can bring closer, so here we go. We ready? Cheers to all of you for making this possible. Many blessings to you. May we succeed and surpass all of the things that we've gone through and bring ourselves to a place of peace and happiness and joy, health, love, light, and hope to all of you. Cheers. There we go. We have toasted the moment. La Lilas. I hope I said it right this time. I butchered it last time. Thank you. I'm looking at everybody's name. Hey, nipple slapper. Oh, goodness. That's my son, y'all. He's the one who's responsible for all the um, video treatment that's happening now. You see all the graphics that are on the videos. That is all him. He's very wonderful. Divine Daily Tarot. There we go. So, we have all this beautiful energy. I love you all. I'm not going to take up all your day. If you have any questions, go for it. If there's something I can answer, we'll stay on a few more minutes. I don't want to take up everybody's Saturday. Thank you. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Terry and Priscilla. You keep on doing the cheers. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Ching ching. Ching ching. So I appreciate you guys so much. You're wonderful. Anybody got any questions? How do I feel? I feel amazing. I feel amazing. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be part of your lives and to help everyone be in a place of, um, we won't say surviving, we'll say thriving through difficult times and difficult situations that we've never faced before, unknown circumstances, and trying to stay in that positive place while we go through all this. And so I'm very happy to have your beautiful energy and your vitality as part of this. If you see my eyes looking away, I'm looking at the comments on the side. So I might look a little goofy, but that's okay. I love you guys very much. And I just wanted to show you my appreciation and let you know that. Oh, so let's talk about what's coming. Let's do that. That's a wonderful segue into what's happening. So, here's my plan. Don't know the dates yet, but my plan is, I already talked about doing a blog. I'm not a blog. Can't even think. I'm so excited. It was the wine. It's already gone to my head. I've thought about doing a podcast. Okay. So, podcast is part of the plan coming up. We also have travel, which will be within the US. I don't know which direction I'm going to start out in. Probably close to local, and we'll venture out from there, see how it goes. So, what I'll be doing is retreats at various places once we get to move around, and we'll all have time to gather together as a group, as this wonderful energy that we have here in person. It's magnified, and I have this wonderful new process that I've started doing called a soul light activation. So let me explain a little bit about that. It's not something that is it's not long. It doesn't take forever. You don't have to do it multiple times. You can, but you don't have to. And it's the energy of releasing all old traumas, including past life things, whatever comes up for you. That's the thing. We're not going to go digging. We're going to address what's there, because spirit will bring it right to the front. And we go through the process as I facilitate and hold the space open for you and just bring you through the process of letting go and healing. And it is really beneficial. Everyone who's done it has just raved about how much better things flow afterwards. So if you're suffering from seeming to be hitting dead ends continuously, or you can't find the motivation to do what you already know you want to do, allow yourself to think about that particular process. Um, I do it for less than some people do it, but I know it's not inexpensive, right? But it's only a one-time thing for most people. I've not had to do it twice for anyone. And you're allowed to record it so you can do it again yourself, because I'll still be talking and you'll still be able to go through all the steps. And another thing is, I don't ask you to say out loud what you're experiencing. You don't have to tell me anything, and I won't be eavesdropping because all of my energy is on holding the space for you. So that is a really strong thing that has started to take off, and I've been able to help a lot of people with it. So if you're considering something like that, check it out. If you have any questions, you can always email me, royalmystictarot.com. So, or not .com. Look, I'm saying it all crazy. Let me rewind. I was trying to be cute and I forgot what I was saying. Royal Mystic Tarot at gmail.com is my email, and royalmystic.com is the energy for going right into my website, which will show you all the links and different services. As I do my calendar and start to schedule these locations, once we get out of this crazy COVID energy, um, there'll be postings and I'll be talking about it in the videos. And I appreciate all of your input. If anybody is connected to any of the facilities that are near them in a large city, let me know. Send me an email, talk to me, let me know. We can That give me the information you have, and then that way I can try to get near you. Um, it's got to be a place where everybody can access and be in a place where they can enjoy it. I want it to be more like a spa retreat session than, I want it to be a fun thing for everybody. Let's see, how do you get the idea to share your knowledge? This is a story. Okay, so this is Alex F. That's an excellent question. So, for all of you who have the moment uh, where you hear or feel like you just know something, don't ignore it. I got it. I was awakened literally by a voice that said, "Get on YouTube," and I laughed and said, "Oh, okay." Like I have nothing better to do than make YouTube videos. I didn't know how to make a YouTube video. I didn't even have a membership on YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube at all. And I ignored it like everyone does when the voice of the universe speaks to you. And I allowed myself to just kind of fall back asleep on it, just get ready for work. I don't have time for this. And the next morning it came back louder. And I said, "Oh." And then I asked my son, had he ever seen anybody do tarot on YouTube? And he said, "Let's look." So we got on, and I immediately, the bell in my heart, my that knowing this is my thing, that was it. And I started the adventure right then. And I joined like in November of 2017, and I started to teach myself how to center a shot and how to use I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but all my videos are shot on a cell phone. I don't use a big camera rig. I use a fancy cell phone, and the main one I use is my Galaxy Note, and that is the easiest one for me to upload and do things quickly so that I can get the readings out. So, yes, I did it all through divine guidance. I went with what the universe was telling me to do, and I thought I was a crazy person at first, and then it took off. And by 6 months in, I had more work than I could do as a part time side hustle, and I left my secure job, and you guys have helped me to elevate myself to this place using my abilities, and my desire is always to help people um, reach their highest potential and to have hope through the darkest times, because I think you can only be guided um, by someone who's actually been through the deep dark night of the soul, because others can only they don't get the depth of it. And so I have been there and have made it out, and did a lot of work, soul searching and all of that to get here. I didn't realize why I was on the quest for knowledge, and that's how come you hear me talk about the law of attraction. You hear me talk about Joe Dispenza. You hear me talk about Deepak Chopra. You hear me talk about Eckhart Tolle, Marianne Williamson, all of these people, and Wayne Dyer. Oh gosh, I love Wayne Dyer. And so all of that was coming to me to help me through my trauma and my life. Um, I wouldn't call it a challenge, my life challenge. And I just knew in my heart there was more, that this wasn't it. This wasn't all there was. It couldn't be this that they were talking about was amazing. And this is why I encourage, and this is why I'm so positive, because I have chosen to live my life relentlessly positive, as you guys, relentlessly optimistic, even when it looks like I'm a crazy person, and being optimistic on things that people don't understand. This is why I do it. So that is very beautiful for me to have gone through all of that to be able to do this, because had I not gone through those things, and had I not tried to find my way out, I wouldn't be able to show other people the door, the exit, how to get out of that, or how to just be the best that you can at what you are. So, somebody just asked me, Akashic Affirmations just asked me, they said they've met their angel at 5, and had I met mine? So, funny story, I didn't know it was my angel at the time. I felt that was, but I didn't have the right information to know. I had a high fever, and I was about 12, and a woman in a white robe with really pale skin and blue eyes and white hair, looked beautiful, and she had my mother's voice, which I have now. This is her voice, and um, she called my name, and I sat up in the bed, and it was so startling, but I'll never forget that I knew she was someone there to look after me. And so that I met my angel. I didn't know who it was at the time, or I had no reference of what to call her. And yes, so there's your answer, Akashic Affirmations. I did have my encounter, and had so many when I was younger. It seemed like a regular thing, but when I got older and figured out everyone else wasn't having that experience, that'll dissuade you from telling anybody because they start to treat you like you're a crazy person. At the time I was growing up, the only real supernatural uh, media was Carrie and The Exorcist and Damien's Omen, right? So you didn't want to go preaching out that you were having experiences that were abnormal, because people would react badly. And it took a long time. I want to also say this to you. It took a long time. Me and my cousin were talking about this yesterday. He'd had a experience, and just of an I used to call it the knowing, because it just seemed like all of a sudden I knew something. I knew had information, and it was right. It was accurate. And that's what I called it, because I had nothing else to call it. I just all of a sudden knew something, whatever it was. And we often start to question its origin, because we're told that anything other than what you're being told through a book or through a specific doctrine is blasphemy, or is coming from the evil or the devil, or you're being possessed. Well, many times I was reaffirmed and realigned that this is a gift from God. This is a gift from the divine. This is not, nothing I was getting or receiving or hearing or doing was negative. And in fact, it says, this is a question I get asked a lot. How do you know when you're having that moment of fear, or that message comes in and you get fear, right? Because you usually get a little fear that it's, oh my gosh, what was that, right? Well, if you're getting a piece of information and it's not your imaginations, because that's what people say, how do I know I'm not imagining it? When you get information that suddenly brings you a sense of calm, and just in the knowledge of that literally comforts your heart, that's from divine. If it causes you anxiety, it's more than likely you're overthinking of something, or trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense to you. But when it calms you, you know that that's a message being sent from divine. So that's how you tell the difference. The one that alarms you and makes you fearful and scared, that's your human mind. That's your left brain trying to be logical. Your right brain is the one connected to source, and that's the creative energy. And that's how you know when you just feel very at peace with whatever it is. So there's some tips for you. And you're more likely to talk about it when you're younger, and before you know that it's not something everybody else can do. um, and less likely to talk about it and even have repressed it. But guess what? I'll tell you another wonderful thing. And you also hear me say God, the universe, the divine spirit. I am non-denominational. I have had religion in my life, and I have been baptized, and I do believe in God. It's I just don't know how far the rules of what is being said to me in religious text is man manipulated, right? So I can only go by what my heart and my soul guide me and give me that energy. So that's why you hear me just trying to be all encompassing, because I believe it's a lot of a similar experiences just being called by different names. So understand that even though you turn your face, and we'll just say from divine. So let's say this is divine, and you turn your face away and you go, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if any of this is true. I'm just going to go over here and do my thing and live a human normal life." It never turns its face from you. So when you turn back, it's always it's there waiting for you just to turn back. Whenever you're ready, it's not going to push you or rush you. Just know that it never leaves. And that's the beautiful thing, is it's walking with you, it's breathing with you, it's sleeping, it's doing all every second of the day. You're there, it's there. You don't have to worry. You are being protected. You are being into the second you want to connect, you can. So it's never too late. And that's the thing I want to really instill in people. Start from where you are. And I want to say to anyone who feels hopeless or like something is completely not going to ever work out, hand it over to source and say, I received the best possible outcome, and let the energy go, and you'll be surprised at what comes back. What do you have to lose? If it's already lost and you feel like it's not going to come back, the last thing that you do is release it to the universe and see what happens. Because I encourage you to do that and see what amazing things come back to you. So you don't have to be in that place of being lost. Um, I felt that I almost felt invisible for a while, and being found in the energy is so wonderful, and you'll know when you've gotten that energy back. So I've got some more. Yes, it's true. Oh, so Alex X is asking if there's any tips for contacting your angels for the first time. So one of the things that the only real thing that stops you from connecting is your choice. Remember, let's talk about free will for a second. There goes somebody giving me a confirmation. The free will portion is, if you choose to ignore the things that are around you, um, and 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 move through your life with the world energy, okay, all about the physical and material world, that's your choice, and you won't be taken out of that. That is your choice. You have free will. You can choose to live however you want, with whatever beliefs and whatever style of life you want. Um, there's no wrong choice. Okay. Now, if you choose to change that, it happens immediately. And all you have to say is, okay, universe, I'm ready to allow and receive whatever it is I'm supposed to do in this lifetime. And you can say the same thing for angels. I'm ready to connect. When you're ready to show me or speak to me, I'm open to receive information and contact. And you can always say as well, um, what I did unwittingly was I said, okay, whenever you're ready, just show me, tell me where to be. And that's what I did right before the voice did that. 3 days before the voice did that, I made a circle motion in the air. I literally wound it up and said, okay, God, okay, universe, if you can make some of this work out on the regular, tell me where to show up. And I went to sleep. It was Halloween. I had done some parties and I had made $1,000 in a couple of parties. And I thought, oh my God, that's great. If I could do that just once a month, that's a great income extra. That'll make my life a little easier. And so I did that and said that and went to sleep on Halloween. And 3 days later, that's when Spirit, as you heard in the beginning, I got the voice saying, get on YouTube. And I laughed and ignored it until it showed up a second time. And I took that one seriously. So just know when the universe got a plan for everybody, you're the one who has to volunteer for the work. So, with the angels, all you have to say is, thank you, angels. I give you permission to intervene in my behalf. Any messages you have for me, I am open to receive. It's so simple. There's no pomp and circumstance. We don't have to get in there and do anything crazy. It doesn't require a ceremony, it just requires you to open your heart and get out of your way. And that's what I really noticed. I just had to trust. And that was my main thing when I got online and started doing this is I trusted spirit more than I worried about what anybody said negatively. It was such a really compelling feeling. I was very driven and felt very called and I was very certain and there was no shaking it. I couldn't shake it. So that's how you know. Oh, thank you. That is such a blessing. Listen, I am so look, I'm trying not to cry, so don't you start and get me going. Don't you do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, somebody's given salt energy blessings there, but it's there's all kinds of different things. So I also want to give another thing. Somebody's talking about perfection on this. Don't try to get don't try to go for that. Perfection is not something. I know you all have seen me make mistakes on here. Okay? I'm not ashamed. I am not perfect and I'm not trying to pretend to be. And the only time you'll see me really edit a piece is if Jack has really thrown a fit and it's too much barking and too distracting. You'll see me edit that out, and that's when the edits happen. But most of the time, I do it in one take, and whatever happens, unless I completely break down and can't connect, which thank God is not. Well, tap tap on the heaven there. Um, at first I was only afraid of being wrong or not doing the right thing. That was when it was hard for me to connect when I first started doing it because I didn't trust myself or spirit. And then as I started going and kept doing the readings and talking to people, then I got affirmation that I was actually tuned in. And then I got to understand how it feels. And I know now when I'm in that energy and I trust it 1000%. So, um, I really have to say the real perfection of it all is the having absolute trust. That's the only way you can have the perfection. So, that's I am a perfectly imperfect person. And that is all. And I am human. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And this is, I think, the timeliness of all of this is exactly when I was supposed to be out here doing it. And I appreciate all of your energy with me. I'm looking, see what anybody's got a question. Oh, thank you. I love that that's the other thing. I know how hard it is sometimes to get yourself in the energy to go a place you don't like. I've had jobs where I've had to force myself to walk in the door every day and to not just pick up my purse and leave. um, that's one of the things about being very sensitive to energy is when you are um, people get in, they can you feel everybody's stuff and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what's happening, and you can get influenced by it. And that's one thing I can say, that I'm so happy now that I do this work, because I've learned how to protect myself, and I've learned how to recognize some of the people's negativity. You got to understand, they're going through something karmic most of the time. When someone's super negative or just evil, ugly, just mean and nasty and always trying to pick a fight or do something ugly to somebody, that's a karmic thing. And once you realize that's their burden to carry, and the reason they're miserable is because they had something they have to carry around, it's up to them to release it. They can, but they won't because they're addicted to the negative energy of it. And once you realize that and you can seal yourself off from it and realize it's not your fault and it's not really about you at all, that helps. And so that's where the crystals come in. And that's so while I've done this, all of you who've been with me from the beginning know this to be true. I started with just tarot. If you go back and look at the very beginning videos, there was a blank table. There was not a bunch of crystals and there was not a bunch of symbolism. And I just started nervously, made mistakes, second guessed myself 1,000 times. And if you look at any of those, you'll see how far it's actually come. Also, um, I started picking up different decks that were calling to me, and one of them is the crystal um, alignment, crystal healing deck that I use, and the other one was the sacred geometry, which is actually uh, from Emily Kisparda, who is one of our tribe members who saw me online talking about sacred geometry. I had just had an experience where I was seeing visual images during my opening energy when I would do the breathing, and I didn't know what I was seeing. And she sent me this deck, and you've seen me come through the energy of learning, and that's why I read from the book because I want to teach and I want to be accurate. I don't want to be just using my interpretation. So we're doing that right now. If anybody wants to be part of the learning sacred geometry, we just had our first class on March 1st, and you can join the weekly workshops. And we have every Monday at 6 p.m. my time. You can join and be part of that, or you can get the video. If you're part of a membership on it, you get the upload video. So if it's not in the right time zone for you, then you can watch the video of the class. So I invite all of you to that. It is really wonderful and fun, and we have a good time. So I know we've been on here for a hot minute. I'm going to have one more toast to those of you who are late arrivers because I can't let my good wine go to waste. Cheers to all of you. Blessings, love, abundance, healing, joy, happiness, and prosperity to you all. And may we just breeze through this and get ourselves into our best possible lives. And that's really what this is all about. I want everyone who watches me to have the voice of inspiration and to light their own fire within themselves, to light their own flame of beautiful inspiration and the ability to carry the light. Cheers, everyone. There you go. So I love you. I love, love, love you. I really do. Every single one of you. If I could just big group hug. I love you all and I thank you. And I'll see you again. I'm about to do the weekly video, so y'all see me upload that later on today. So many blessings and thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye bye.